Hello, guys. We are live. Second of all, we are playing a new game called Alliance Aligned. Just came out of beta, I believe, and just gonna be playing a couple games, kind of show you how the game works, how it feels. I've been playing it for a little bit, and I've been enjoying it. So I got a couple people on the friend lists. We're just gonna invite them to a game. I'll be playing two different decks of the same class. There are 6 classes in the game so far. I'm gonna be playing the wizard class. It's one of the standard classes, one of the burn classes, and just a flexible class with lots of different styles. We'll be playing a control style first and an aggressive style later on. Seems good. Okay. So you got a lot of different decks. You can create different decks. You start out with all the cards, so you've got a wide pool of cards to choose from, and then you just kind of develop your deck from there. So you can see up here, my opponent's going first, and then we're going second. So the difference between first and second, if you're going first, you get 1 mana crystal twice before you start getting another mana, where if you're going second, you get the second mana on your second turn. So you can just ramp 1, 2, 3, 4 if you're going second, where if you're going first, you kind of need a more slower start, because you got to go 1 mana to 1 mana to 2 mana. So we've got a 1-drop and then a 2-drop, and those are really good. Fits our curve, so that's what we'll start off with. So our unique thing about this game, there's 6 spots on the board, and you place your minions on these boards, and minions can only attack in front of whatever's in front of them. If there's nothing in front of them, they can go face. Each hero has a unique ability. Our opponent played hers, so she can place a ritual that deals 1 damage on the chosen slot. You can also place it on top of a minion to deal 1 damage immediately. So it's kind of a flexible card. Same thing with ours. We can deal 1 damage to a creature. However, we can also deal 1 damage to a player. Her hero cannot deal 1 damage to the player, so she's more of a defensive, laid back, bide her time, while we can be aggressive, push our damage if we want to. So we're not going to play anything on this ritual until we want to, but we'll just drop a 1-drop, kind of away from this thing. So this 1-drop has a death rattle or revenge to draw a card when it dies. So you see it dies, we draw a card, kind of useful. If you just want to cycle and get through things quickly. So now we've got 2 mana, so we can kind of do something twice, or we can play a 2-drop. I think what we're going to do is we're going to play 2 1-drops. So we have a card that draws immediately, so we should draw first, and we're just going to play this. We draw a card, but we take damage equal to its cost, so we drew a 4-drop, so we took 4 damage. Kind of, a lot of damage, but getting that draw. It's a neutral card, so it's not restricted by class, and it's got a lot of flexibility in its power, so not a bad card. She's thinking about pinging our 1-drop here, which makes sense if she has nothing else to do. So she dealt damage to our minion, and then she played a 1-drop that summons a ritual to opposite of it. So she just drops the 1-drop. It also kills our creature. Kind of a useful card. It, however, it only has 1 health, so we can use our hero power to take it out. And then we can play our 2-drop here. So this 2-drop has an interesting effect. It gains 2 health if it's next to a friendly creature. Since it's not next to anything, it's just a 2 mana 2/3. But if we play something next to it, it will gain 2 health and get a bit stronger. So we can take a look at our discard pile. We only have 1 card in our discard pile right now. So we have a card that returns a random spell from your discard back to our hand. We don't have any spells in there, so we wouldn't get anything. So it's just something to keep in mind.
The show will now begin.
So this creature heals for 2 anytime she plays a ritual. So anytime she uses hero power or plays a ritual spell, it'll heal for 2. So kind of useful in that aspect. We're gonna drop a minion here. So this is a 3-drop. Anytime you cast a spell,
really powerful.
it will deal 1 damage to all enemy creatures. There's only 1 creature here, but it can stack and do a lot of damage. And we're gonna ping it, weakening it lower, and then push 2 damage. So the reason I'm pinging that minion off is because we have a 4 mana card. 1 second. We got a 4 mana card that will deal 3 damage to the creature opposite of it and also the player. So I'm weakening in preparation of using this card to kill it off. So she played the spell Super Quiver. So Quiver means that you can attack to the left and right of it and not take damage. Super Quiver means you can attack anywhere on the board and you don't take damage. So it basically means that he can attack any creature on any row, and he also doesn't take any damage from it. So it's kind of an effective card to deal with. We will play our Dianis to deal 3 to it and kill the minion. And with our last mana, we will take out the minion and then deal 2 damage. Our opponent is impressed by our play. Who wouldn't be? Nah. But we are a control class, so we just try to keep the board and then keep value. So she played the spell Corrupted Ritual. It puts a ritual on every slot. So basically there's now a ritual on every slot, and rituals can stack, so there's 2 rituals on this slot. So basically anytime I summon a minion here, they're going to take 2 damage. Here they're going to take 4 damage, and here 2 damage. But these 2 are open and free. So we'll try playing on that if we can first. I don't think I've played any spells still. Yeah, I have not. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna draw 2 cards here. So I draw 2, but I take some damage, and then I am going to return a random card to my hand. So some more draw tools, and then we're gonna play our 3-drop. Mostly because I have enough cards in my hand, and I just want to play the strongest minion I can right now. That doesn't have a battle cry effect like our other Janus or anything like that. So we're just gonna play our minion. So this Suicide Recruit useful, right? Since it dies, I can just drop it on any of these trap spots and still retain some of its value. So it'd just be a 1 mana draw 1, which is pretty useful, I would say, since it removes the ritual as well. Okay, so she's playing a duplication ritual. So the next minion she summons on this spot, she's gonna get a copy of it to the left right here. So it's kind of something worrying, right? She's about to make like a big play here. So we're gonna play a minion here. It's gonna die, but we're gonna draw. And then we are going to play a draw here. So we took 4 damage here, but we have our god creature. It does not stack, so I have 2, so it's only going to trigger once per game. But I have 2, so I draw it earlier. But it gives us 20 health, so it's very powerful in the fact that I recover, you know, a lot of my cards cost health, but I can recover that power back, so it's not too bad. Okay, so she's playing her premium removal, Arrow Storm, so it deals 10. I'm split through the random targets. I had, I believe I had 9 health total up, so it worked for her. Did a lot of damage. Okay. So another cool thing about the hero powers, after you cast it 5 times, they upgrade. Hers is upgraded because she's casted it quite a bit. Well, I have not. I try to use my mana every time. So mine is not upgraded. I'm going to play another copy of it. I don't gain the health here, but I think that's fine. And then we'll play a 2-drop. So this creature has deadly, meaning that it kills anything it deals damage to. It also has connect. Okay. So that's her big combo. This is her god. She bounces everything back to her hand. And then also because of the duplication ritual, she gets 2 copies of it. So she bounces 2 copies. I also mill a card because I'm now my hand is full. So kind of strong, I would say. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna play Janice, deal 3, and then use one of my spells to deal 2 to kill that off. And then I will put I'll put this. So they have a spell that deals 3 to 1 minion, and then 1 to the minion next to it. So if I put this 3 mana here and then she casts that spell, it's called Triple Shot, it'll kill both minions. So this has connect. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put it to the left of it, so I can still deal with it, but Triple Shot will not kill both minions. She still has to utilize some resources to kill the Janice. It does cost me 5 health to do this, but I'm at 40 life. I'm pretty healthy, so I'm not too worried about it. And she had Triple Shot, so definitely keep positioning in mind when you play this game, just so that you don't give them free value when you don't have. Okay, so he plays the Winding Ritual and dealt 5 damage to me. Not too bad, I would say. So what we're gonna do is we're going to play another copy of this. We're going to play it right in front of it just to kind of block, and then we're gonna play another copy of our Birjove.
Brightness binds us all to our mortality.
Just end our turn. So she's given that minion Super Quiver, so it now can kill anything basically for free. So it's kind of strong. Fortunately, we have this lightning caller with deadly to kill it off. As long as she doesn't do anything annoying, like put a defensive minion in front of it. So this Sumera has defense, so it's gonna block any attack from our minion here. Kind of frustrating for us, I would say. Okay, I'm just thinking about what to do here. Okay, I think so Jupiter, it has the ability called Shapeshift, and that means I can cast it as a spell that deals damage equal to the creature's attack. So I can change it into a spell instead of a minion, so I can bypass the defensive ability. And I'm gonna play a Pyro here. I'm pretty sure he's going to kill my Pyro next turn. So I'm just gonna play it here. So it took 2 damage from the ritual, but I'm assuming it's going to die. So I may as well remove that ritual while I can. So the Jupiter, when it dies, it gives me 2 cards from my discard pile. So I got these 2 back. Yeah. So she did kill my Pyros with the Juwan, which I was assuming. And she's gonna push with everything. She's not gonna play anything because Pyros has an effect where it deals 3 damage to all enemy creatures after 1 turn. So any creature she's gonna play now will take 3 damage, so she probably doesn't want to do any of that. So there, she just passes her turn, and then we get to make our plays. So she's left with a 1 damage Chimera, which I will ping off. So not too bad. We're gonna draw first, just see what we get. So we took 1 damage. We just got another copy of that minion. Not too bad. And we're gonna ping this off here. We're gonna play Blown Fuse to get a random spell back to our hand. Because Jupiter I used as a spell, it counts as a spell and brought back to our hand. Interesting. I actually did not know that mechanic, so kind of learning stuff on the fly here. I will play it here. Just take that damage. We don't really care about its health. It's just a random card, really. And then we're gonna play this here and get another copy. So we just filling our hand with these life flares. They're 1 mana deal 2s, very useful cards to control the board. However, we're running out of resources. As you can see, she has 7 cards in her hand. We don't really have that much in our hand, to be honest. We just have a ton of removal, nothing proactive. So we're just hoping that we draw into some proactive stuff, or that Jupiter gives us some proactive things. So she has a triple shot. She's used 2 of them. You can only have 2 copies of a card, so we don't have to worry about triple shot anymore. That's something to keep in mind.
I need to find more.
Okay, so she's playing a Lumbering Jab. So this card deals 1 damage whenever a friendly spell is cast. So I kind of think she misplayed, right? She could have played the Lumbering Jab first and then triple shot, and then we would have been dealt 1 extra damage. There's something to keep in mind when you're playing, just to optimize things. Getting an extra damage here or there, it doesn't seem significant, but it can be. We're gonna draw a random spell first. Okay, so we've got a more power. So then we'll play another copy of the Jove. Even though we don't gain any health from it, it's just a 5-drop. And then we get a random card from our discard back to our hand. So we got another Jupiter. So we're you can kind of see where the card generation is coming from, right? We keep returning things from our discard back to our hand, and the cards we're getting back have like Death Rattles, Revenge, that gives us more cards. So we're kind of like regaining fuel slowly, which is very nice, I would say. It's kind of annoying because she's also playing very slow in a sense, and kind of winding. Like, I don't want to use our big removal card because it's not worth it, right? We want her to overextend, play a ton of resources, and then strike her down. Here she's not really doing that, so it kind of makes it harder to kind of overextend as she's overextending. What we're gonna do, I think we're gonna double cast this spell to kill the Froza. I think she's more of a issue. She can freeze. She has quivers, so she can attack to left and right, and she can freeze those she damages. So she's kind of a problematic card to deal with. We can play our 3/3 here.
You will obey my orders,
and then we'll play another copy of Jupiter. Just keep that value train going. So this is a 2-mana 3/3, but when it dies, it summons another copy of Life Flare. It gives us another copy of Life Flare. So she has now hit the 3rd stage of her hero power. Her hero power now summons a ritual that deals 3, while we still have our 1-cost hero power. So you can kind of see, in a control deck, you don't really have the time to hero power over and over, where with her she does. So she is getting use of that power, while we are kind of left with our weak hero power. So we're gonna draw 2 cards, and I'm going to take out the Lumbering Jack here with our Life Flares, just because if we let a minion live, she's gonna burst our minions down and just get the card advantage that way, which we do not want to see. So I'm going to take out this last ritual onto my board. I don't care about the Jupiter dying, so I'm just gonna take the opportunity to remove that ritual card. It's getting close. Because of her hero power, dealing 3, she's getting like instant value very quickly. Okay, another big play, right? You can see her big plays come with the duplication rituals that she's summoning. So I will use our Janice that we got to kind of take out the 1 copy of the Sumera. I can't deal with the 2nd copy. And she's getting a little bit low. Maybe I want to try bursting her down here. I'm gonna play a Healing Spring here. Okay, another copy of Janice is really good. I kind of want to take a look at my discard pile. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff in there. We're just getting lucky that we're pulling big costs, because we could have pulled any of these other things instead of the big costs.
For the elves.
So she played a Corrupted Ritual, which deals 2 to everything, so she kind of just wiped my board. Which is a bit annoying, but oh, also we got our upgraded hero power. But because of these Janices that we keep getting, I'm actually not going to use our hero power because it costs 2. I'd rather just use a Light Flare just so that we can play another minion down. So she's getting very low. She's at 4 health. We're at 14, and we're threatening lethal right now. We have a 3 attack minion and a 2 attack minion. So she has to use removal here. Yeah. So there goes her 2nd copy of the Arrow Storm. And then she's just playing another minion here, so. Oh, I've run out of cards. I did not notice. I've run out of cards, actually. And so we went to fatigue. How the fatigue works in the system is that you have a couple turns left. So I usually have 5 turns left. I didn't notice that. I only have 3 now. And if I don't kill her with the remaining turns, I just lose. So I have 2 turns to kill her. So you know what I'm going to do? I'm just going to ping her face. I have 2 damage. So if I just ping her twice, I should be able to kill her. So that's going to be my game plan here. And I'm going to play this and just kind of set up a sneaky lethal. So this minion adds a Weakening Ritual every turn. Okay, so that's her game plan. She has a Show Teller to kind of heal, which is annoying, but I can kill this with the 2 copies of Light Flare. So I'm gonna shoot Light Flares twice here, and I'm gonna ping her face. And this is actually my game plan. I don't really have much left here, because I have 2 turns, so I just have to kill that minion and then see if she has any more healing. I don't think she does. Yeah, I don't think she has any more healing, so I should be able to kill her next turn. So wow, this is a very close match, a lot closer than I expected. I have 1 turn left, meaning that if I did not kill her this turn, she would have won. So I will give her the well played, but I can ping her for lethal. Yeah. Very, very close match. Very interesting match, I would say. Kind of got it at the edge of my fingers here, so. Very, very cool. You can kind of see the game mechanics in action here.